standby. Attention in the pits, we need all drivers to the tower. Chad Alban and Tim Russell, let's check in. Gentlemen, we need your fuel receipts now, please. Drive. Damn minutes later. Practice, open wheels, you're on standby. Open wheel number. All classes.
Field heads down the backstretch into turn number 3. Flagman Donald gives them the once-over, got his finger on the trigger as they go into turn number 3. And at turn number 4, green flags out, and we're Saturday night racing at Desoto Speedway. Corbin in the 48 moves out to the lead as he comes out of turn number 2. The 51 of Dale Shelton moves into the second position past the 02 of Dwayne Campbell as they head into 3. The 50 of Rick Hurley now makes the inside move on the 44 of Davin Query as they head down the front stretch. Side by side as they come out of turn number 2 in the battle for third position. 3 wide as they head down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Davin Query in the 44 backs out, thinks better of it. The 67 of Jimmy Best now moves on the outside of the 02 of Dwayne Campbell. And the 66 of Danny Anderson moves it down into the infield as the 48 of Keith Corbin is your leader. The 51 of Dale Shelton in second. The 50 of Rick Hurley third. The 67 of Jimmy Best fourth. And the 02 of Dwayne Campbell rounds out the top 5. But the number 8 of Rob Taylor moves into the 5th position. The 51 of Shelton made an inside move as they went into turn number 3, but the 48 of Thorpe was able to slam the door. Shelton right on the back bumper of Thorben as they go into 3, but here comes the 50 of Rick Hurley now as he moves out of turn number 4. Top 3 cars nose to tail as they go into turn number 1. Hurley looks on the high side. Hurley a little squirrely as they come out of 2 and head down the backstretch. Top 5 as they cross the stripe. It's Keith Thorben in the 48. The 51 is Dale Shelton. The 50 is Rick Hurley. The 67 is Jimmy Best. And the number 8 of Rob Taylor. Car up, Daniel Bruce gets a little squirrely coming out of 2, but he gets it straightened up as the leaders lap him as they go into 3. Now the top 4 cars are nose to tail as they come out of turn number 4. Crossing the stripe with 9 laps in the books. 9 laps in the books, and it's all Keith Thorben so far. Dale Shelton in the 51 gets a little squirrely in between turns 1 and 2. Coming up on lap traffic. Now the leaders up on lap traffic. Halfway, 10 laps down, 10 laps in the books. In this 20 lap, Abbott's, Peyton, Body, Pierstock, feature event. The 48 of Thorben able to get by the lap number 12 car. Here comes the 51 of Shelton. Freight screen as they move out of turn number 2. The 51 of Sheldon gets a little squirrely, and the 50 of Rick Hurley now takes advantage as they go into 3. They touch in turn number 3. Battle for second place as they come out of turn number 4. It'll be Rick Hurley, your second place ride. Oh, and the 67 of Best and the 51 of Sheldon get together. And Jimmy Best takes over the 3rd position. Now it's the number 50 of Rick Hurley on the back bumper, your leader. The 48 of Keith Thorburn as they head down the backstretch. 13 laps in the books, 7 laps left to go. Top 3 as they cross the stripe. It's Keith Thorburn in the 48. The 50 is Rick Hurley. The 67 is Jimmy Best. The 51 is Dale Sheldon. And the number 8 is Rob Taylor. The 81 of Daniel Bruce pulls it down into the infield. A little bit of mechanical problems for the 81 car. 5 laps left to go. 5 laps left to go. And the 50 of Hurley now makes an inside move on into turn number 3 on the number 48 of Keith Thorburn. The 50 of Hurley now gets into the back of the 48 of Thorburn, and Thorburn gathers it up as they go into turn number 3. Down out of turn number 4, out down the stripe. 2 laps left to go. Now it gives him the double stick. 2 laps for Keith Thorburn trying to hold off the charge of the 50 of Rick Hurley. White flag lap this time by. 1 more lap to get it on. And the 48 of Keith Thorburn still your leader. The 50 of Rick Hurley in 2nd. The 67 of Jimmy Best 3rd. The 51 of Dale Sheldon 4th. And the number 8 of Rob Taylor rounds out the top 5. Coming down the stripe, going to try and split the lap traffic, but that's the way they'll end.
In the second position, in the number 50, got Chico.